Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between and outside of it, to Nimby Rails. In the last episode, we finally added the very first train to Elk, this one on its way towards Oleko. And when I already talk about Elk, we also need to connect it to Suwałki, where we stopped. And we also did that in the last episode with another line from Suwałki to Oleko. And with that, welcome to Poland. Currently it is nighttime in Suwałki, and that means that the trains, the one for the train service later for Kaunas and the one for the line to Oleko, are sleeping in the small depot. For today I have a very simple plan. Last time we connected Suwałki with Elk. Yes, I maybe already created a small regional line when I was bored. It's just 2 stops, and the train is super cute. One of the small rail buses, low capacity, just beautiful. When I zoom out, you can already see it. I worked on Białystok, because my plan is to connect Suwałki with Białystok and also Elk with Białystok. This way the Suwałki gap would get a bit more visual, because north of the Suwałki gap we have the network of Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, and south of it would spread out into Poland, but it will only be this string of 2 lines, nothing more. I could talk very long about the additions that I want to make. For Białystok, you can already see there's a huge gap. There will be a very big yard in the lower part, in the southern part, and in the northern part, right here, there will be Białystok station. So let's jump into the time lapse of Białystok station before I talk even more. Białystok station is done, and the layout is relatively simple. We have track number 1, just a dead end for regional trains to turn around towards Warsaw, maybe. It's also relatively short with only 179 meters. Platform number 2, 3 and 4 with 400 meters each, perfect for Rail Baltica, for the very long trains. With the long platforms we have quite a few advantages later down the line. Platform number 5 and 6 are short in comparison with only 300 meters. And then you also have platform number 9 with only 200 meters, the second shortest platform of the entire station. I already scrolled out, but I will do it again. This is the current situation population of Bialystok and what I already created. We have, of course, the connection to Suwałki, which I will schedule very soon. And then we also have the line from Białystok to Elk, which I won't schedule yet because I want to run the EuroCity from Kaunas to Warsaw first, and then add the regional train from Elk to Białystok. I don't want to say that the tracks from Białystok to Elk got a rework, but I don't know how to say it in a different way. I double tracked the entire thing and tried to have the speed raised to 160 kilometers an hour. In the curves that are still quite tight from the past, I decided to run the trains at 120 kilometers an hour maximum speed, but this already enhances the entire track and also offers a way higher train per hour with the entire thing being double tracked. But back to Białystok, we also have two regional lines from Białystok itself. One goes all the way to Walyly, I hope I pronounced it right, and also we have the one to the north to Kuźnica, which is directly at the border with Belarus. Let's get to building and setting up the lines, because I could talk forever about new additions to the game I made. So from the tracks I have already built, you can already see where this is going. We will take care of the northern part of Białystok and also the eastern part of Białystok, and leave the southern part and the western part for later. So let me just set up the three lines from Białystok to Walyly, from Białystok to Kuźnica, and also up to Suwałki, so that the network grows even further into the south. The very first line to start is Suwałki to Białystok. That has a very simple reason. I always work the connections first. This means that the train at Suwałki needs to fill the gap that exists there. So if we go to the timetable, for example, the one with stop number 22, so the second part here, that is the train towards Białystok, and you can see that between the full hour and the 33rd minute there's a big gap. So I decided to put the train into this gap to allow passengers to transfer with a little bit of buffer time. This is how Białystok looked like when I'm done. I added a little bit of the ground tiles to make the station look a little bit better, and we have 3 blue lines, which means all 3 lines are operational. When I zoom out a little bit, you can see the line to Walyly, you see the line to Kuźnica, also done, and also the line to Suwałki, all trains running. The passing points are relatively simple. I added passing loops wherever I had wherever I felt they were needed. Sokolka is one of the biggest passing stations. Here the trains pass from Suwałki and to Suwałki, and also the train to Suwałki passes with one of the regional trains to Kuźnica. Quite an important station for the region, and from Kuźnica you can go relatively fast towards Suwałki and on into the rest of the network. So all in all, the single track, or mostly single track lines, work quite well, and that's also again it for today. In the next episode we will take care of the capital city of Poland, and we will also add the services from Elk to Białystok once the EuroCities are up. So see you in the next one, when it's time to connect the capital city once again in Nimby Rails. Bye bye and see you soon.